Did you know that almost 50 million people in the world are blind and that about 40 million of them could be cured if only they could afford it? Welcome to Chai with Manjula, a show about giving. 90% of the blind are from the developing world, and India shoulders the largest burden of blindness, where 10 to 15 million people are totally blind. 80% of all blindness there could be prevented or cured. And our guest today will tell us how his organization is giving a gift of vision to hundreds of thousands of people in India and how little it really takes. Having chai with me is Murli Krishnamurthy, one of the 3 founders of the Sankara Foundation, which is based here in the Bay Area. Murli, so nice to have you here.
Manjula ji, it's my pleasure.
And please don't call me Ji, Manjula will do.
Okay.
And over the years, I've heard rave reviews about the Sankara Foundation and the incredible work that is doing to cure blindness in India, to put it simply.
Okay.
It's a mammoth task.
Okay.
And I had to hear it firsthand from you.
Sure.
And I know it's a working day. You probably had to leave work early to be here,
Yes,
and
yes.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
And you've mentioned that you work in the Valley. Where do you work?
I work in Pleasanton for a company called BMC Software.
Oh, in
So
Pleasanton.
today I worked 6 to 2 and then came here.
Okay, I really
After
appreciate
going home, I'll again connect back to work.
Okay, I appreciate that. And what do you do?
I'm a software engineer in customer support.
I see.
And then I've been with BMC for 10 years. Same
Okay.
time as Sankara Foundation.
Oh, 10
Yes.
years for Sankara Foundation too. And how long have you been in the U.S.?
I'm here, Manjula, since 1981.
Since 1981.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said you started Sankara Foundation 10 years ago.
10 years.
And who were the other 2 founders?
Yeah, first of all, the credit goes to my uncle, who motivated me and my brother.
Okay.
And the other friend is Mr. Ahmad Kushnot. He's from Pakistan, and he's also a CPA.
Okay.
So we 3 founded this charity.
Okay, and I know you have done an enormous job of raising funds. How much money have you raised during these 10 years?
I'm just roughly calculating at least 10 million G.
And during the last couple of years,
Last
what
couple
was
of years,
the
we've
average?
really taken off in a big way. 3 million last year and 2.5 the previous year.
Okay.
So 5.5 million in the last 2 years.
I see.
This year our goal is 4 to 5,
Okay.
depending on the economy, of course.
Right.
3
right.
will surely raise.
Uh-huh.
The economy doesn't get very bad. We should be able to raise 4 or 5 million.
Great. And what is the mission of the Sankara Foundation?
Our mission is we want to directly perform million surgeries by the year 2020 and also act as a catalyst so other people will start and play a big role in eradicating curable blindness in India
Which
by the year
is-
2020.
Okay, and I believe the numbers are very high. It's
Numbers
millions.
are very big, at least 20 million or more people who are visually handicapped.
And how many are blind?
Several million.
I've heard that maybe up to 15 million, 12 to 15 million in India are blind.
Probably.
That India has the largest number of
You
blind.
can say millions are totally blind and many more millions are visually handicapped.
Okay, and I believe up to 80% of the blindness in India is curable.
That is a beauty. That's a beauty.
Yeah.
So initially we look at the problem and it looks very daunting.
Right.
And oh God, how can we do it? But on the positive side,
Right.
80% is curable by a simple cataract surgery.
Right, and how much does it cost to have a cataract surgery?
We have had the cost at $30 for the last
Wow,
so
that's
many years.
nothing.
Yeah.
That's the
30.
cost of a meal
Yes,
over
30,
here
yeah.
if you eat
Yeah,
out.
yeah, 30.
So
For
$30 for a cataract surgery.
Yes. We do a surgery and then also send you a certificate which tells you who benefited, which eye, how old is the patient, where they come from.
I see.
So that brings us repeat donations.
Okay, and corneal transplant, how much does that cost?
Corneal transplant costs about $100.
That's also a
Yeah.
very small amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So how do you raise funds?
See, Manjula, we are very fortunate that we have a good cause.
Right.
You pay $30, you can see the results immediately.
Yeah.
we are very lucky in that.
Yeah.
And also our Indian counterpart, Sankara Society,
Right.
they do extremely good work.
Okay.
I can even talk about eye camps and all that later if we
Right.
have time.
Yeah, sure we will
So,
have time.
and we have a big vision. That's what I see myself. I wake up, why am I doing this? I wonder, because it's so difficult. I have 2 daughters, and then they go to college and school, and then
I
this
see.
work. I'm also a singer. I'm part of a group
Oh,
called
I
Pallavi.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
If I knew, I would have had you give our musical performance today. That would have been good.
Yeah, next month we are performing for another charity called Udom Karanga.
Oh, what kind of singing do you do?
Light music.
Light music.
Hindi light music.
Bollywood.
Bollywood.
Okay.
I'm a Tamilian, grew up in Pune,
I
so I can
see.
sing Tamil, Hindi, Marathi, Kannada, all songs I've sung.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
So with that, I wonder why are we doing this? Then when I think back at these, every time we go to India, we see these patients who are really literally poor. When you go to the hospital, they almost come and they pranam karte ho. They
I see.
prostrate. They're so grateful to you. So that is what motivates us.
Of course,
and,
it's a gratifying
and the big vision.
experience.
If you ask any of our volunteers in Sankara Eye Foundation, they'll say, "What is your goal? Vision 2020 by 2020."
Yeah,
This
that's
big
what I've
vision
heard.
which drives us.
Yeah.
So we do fundraisers like golf, banquet. We do the largest dandiya in the Bay Area.
I see.
8,000 people dandiya at the convention center.
I see.
And we do light music shows, kathak, walkathon, all
Many
types of
events.
events.
So you have a very large volunteer base over
Especially
here?
in the Bay Area,
In the
I would say at least 200 people are signed up.
Oh.
But at any time for an event, you can see 80 of them coming.
Okay.
And then day to day, at least 15, 20 of us are working.
Wonderful.
Calling people, selling tickets, data entry, sending receipts.
I see. And most of the funds are raised here in the Bay Area, or are they
No.
coming from all over the U.S.?
No, the beauty is we have grown, we have also advertised quite heavily on TV. And also volunteers have started doing things outside the Bay Area.
Okay.
So I'm very happy to say that outside area collectively have crossed Bay Area in they do more than 50% of our total.
Okay,
fundraising.
so you have online contributions
Online
coming?
is doing very well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very
You can go to
nice.
giftofvision.org. Right on the front page, we have donate now.
Okay, you got it. Giftofvision.org.
Giftofvision.org.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So tell us about your sister organization in India that you are supporting. What do they do?
Shall
How does
I
it
talk
work?
about their process?
Yeah,
Is it- okay.
Tell us
okay.
what projects they have
Yeah.
and that you are funding. And how many hospitals, how many patients they are curing,
Okay.
and how many are free, how
Okay.
many are paying.
Okay.
That information.
Manjula, they started in the year 1977.
I
Dr.
see.
Ramani and Dr. Radha Ramani.
And it's called Sankara Eye
Sankara Eye
Society.
Society. Yeah.
In Coimbatore.
Coimbatore. Rotarians
Oh.
started together, and the
I
main
see.
people behind are Dr. Ramani and Dr. Radha Ramani, husband and wife.
Okay.
They're both doctors, and they started this in a small way, and by the time 1996 came, they were doing about 6,000 free eye surgeries per year.
I see.
They have a very good process. What they do is, every weekend, they have buses going to different villages around
I see.
Coimbatore.
I see.
Right now, they can go up to 300 kilometers.
Okay.
I went to an eye camp, I can explain. I went to an eye camp in a village called Karur near Trichy. 1,000 patients assembled at a school.
I see.
They were all contacted by field workers. They go from hut to hut. They know the people. Oh, you have an eye problem? Come to the school next week. Sankara is coming. So we
Okay.
go in 3 buses, a van and a car, and they have a nice systematic 10-step process. Eye checkup, urine checkup, blood checkup, everything.
Okay.
And we use school children as volunteers for registration and all that.
Okay.
At the end of that, we identified 250 people needing surgeries.
And then you bring them to the
We
hospital.
bring them to the hospital where they stay for 2 to 3 days.
And free?
Free. Dr.
All
Ramani
free?
says, yeah, eat your own dog food. Whatever food we eat, they get the same food.
Okay.
And they get the most modern eye surgery. They call it intraocular, sutureless, phacoemulsification type of cataract surgery. So
Very
they
good.
do the surgery and they take care of them so well. And then they take them back to their own village.
I see.
And then they do a follow-up at least twice in the next 12 months. Make sure that they follow proper hygiene.
I see.
That gives more than 98% success rate.
Oh, that's amazing.
The way our volunteers are motivated, I see that Dr. Ramani has done a great job. All the employees feel they're part of a big movement. They're not just working for a hospital. They know this has become very big and we're going to play a big role in eradicating blindness. So every employee at our hospital, they feel that.
Yeah, I was visiting your website and I saw Dr. Kalam's comment there.
Yeah.
He has commented on the dedication of the people. He compared it to the one like in temples.
Yeah,
that
devotion at temple and service at hospital.
Right.
You can see both in one place.
Yeah, no wonder.
Yeah.
So
And
successful.
so Coimbatore was the first hospital. We started, Manjula, we did our own fundraiser, like my own music group, Pallavi.
Oh.
We did a fundraiser on April 3rd, 1999 at Foothill College.
Okay.
House-full show. And we raised $17,000. After that, there was no looking back.
Okay.
Then our number of surgeries in India started increasing.
Well,
because
this is how you started with your own concert first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Free and multilingual, Hindi, Tamil, Marathi, all songs. We put together a best group and then they performed and we got good visibility. Okay. 900 people show houseful. And right from the beginning, we learned attention to details. We start on time. If we come to the parking lot, one of our volunteers commented that attending a Sankara event is attending a marriage from the bridegroom side. Hopefully it should change because I have 2 daughters now. The other side also should improve. So we start on time. We make the parking free. So no hassle at the parking.
Okay.
Old people, we take them to the top of the theater. Starting on time. Good quality food at cheap rate.
Okay.
So overall the idea is to give them a good experience. And hopefully they will just learn about our charity and donate.
Okay, I can see your passion.
Yeah.
But let's move along here.
Okay.
So one project was the eye camps.
Yeah.
What else? What other initiatives?
School screening. What they do in Coimbatore is, what Dr. Ramani said is, even wealthy or economically better off parents, their children, we don't realize that they have eye problem.
Right.
A good bright student in the class, suddenly from the first bench, he goes to the last bench and teacher are thinking that maybe he's just playful, he's not studying. Actually, he's got vision problem.
Right.
Like a VSP here we have, we don't have that.
Please go ahead, have your chai while we talk. Okay. So, school children.
So, school children, which is called preventative. Okay. So, we have preventative, curative, and rehabilitative. I don't know how much rehabilitative we do. What we realize is preventative is very important. Catch them young. So, wherever we build hospitals, we want to train the school teachers to catch problem in the children very young.
Okay.
And then bring them, give them glasses or whatever. So, every hospital has a pediatric unit also.
Okay. Yeah. And how many hospitals do you have?
Initially, we had Coimbatore. Okay. Then we were motivated to build one in Guntur.
Okay.
At the cost of $1.5 million. It was opened in 2004.
Okay.
After that, we came up with a plan. We just opened one in Bangalore, which is going to be a training center also.
Okay.
And in October, we are opening one in Shimoga, one in Gujarat, Anand.
Okay.
So that will be 5 hospitals. Also, we work with a partner called Mission for Vision, based in UK, and they also support our charity. Okay. And we are also managing their hospitals. Which is one in Silvassa, which is Dadra and Nagar Haveli, one in Krishnan Koil near Madurai, and one near Chennai in a place called Pammal.
So how many hospitals do you need to meet your objective of 2020 by 2020?
Initially, we thought 20 hospitals is enough because at each hospital we thought we'll do 50,000 surgeries. Now, our own good work is becoming a problem. In Tamil Nadu, we have done so well that our yield is not very high.
Okay.
At Coimbatore, we thought we'll do 50,000, but we are kind of flattening at 35 to 38,000. So Dr. Ramani thinks that every hospital can only do 25,000 surgeries.
So right now, each hospital is doing about 25,000?
Each will have 200 beds for free patients, 25 for paying patients.
Yeah, so far, and I'm assuming that you are the major donor to Sankara Society right now?
So far, but Bangalore Hospital got a lot of support from India also.
Okay.
We raised 45%, India raised 55%.
Okay.
But we are not going to depend on that.
Right.
We will depend on ourselves here in the US.
So each hospital is right now doing 25,000 free surgeries.
When it is up to full capacity, it will do 25,000.
Okay.
So right now we need to build 40 hospitals. So we are working on a master plan. Should we build all 40 or should we build 20 and partner with other organizations? So at the end of the whole thing, have 40 hospitals performing million surgeries per year by the year 2020.
I read that with the help of Sankara Foundation, the number of surgeries has gone up like 8 times. It's close to 60,000 a year right now.
Yes, very good point.
Bring that up.
Yeah, in the beginning 8,000. Next year itself 15,000, 22,000, 32,000. That's when our volunteers said, why not repeat this success throughout the country? That's when we came up with the biggest. 58,000 is last year.
Last year, 58,000.
This year, because we'll be working at 8 hospitals, and 3 of them new.
Right.
So we are hoping that we'll cross 100,000 this year.
Okay.
In the same hospitals, in 2 to 3 years, we should hit the number 200,000. But we are also already starting thinking about other projects like Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Uttaranchal. Every state, Manjula, every state in India will have at least one Sankara Eye Hospital or one partner working with us.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so wonderful. So this is the largest movement in India to eliminate blindness right now?
Probably. Yes,
Yeah.
there are many other good charities for
Right,
Sankara
I'm sure.
Netralaya,
Okay.
LV Prasad in
Nice.
Andhra Pradesh, Modi, Arvinda is very big.
Arvinda, right,
But
right.
we are one who, we have a big vision for India, like million surgeries by the year 2020.
Yeah, and I also heard that you are building an institute there of ophthalmology.
Yeah, in Bangalore, it's
Yeah.
also going to be a training center.
Training center.
Because we need so much manpower for the entire country.
Right.
So Bangalore will act as a training center in addition to performing 25,000 surgeries.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a lot happening there, and
Yes.
it's amazing, what you have started here and what an impact you have made over there.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. We enjoy every moment of working with
I'm
this.
sure. Yeah. How does it make you feel?
Very positive. Very positive. This is, I'm always a positive and optimistic person. This has improved me even further. Like, basically, I think of improving myself every day. The charity is not the end in life.
Right.
Charity surely has helped me become a much better person. That's what I'm hoping it's doing to all our volunteers. I think the side product is we are helping India, the blind people.
That's-
We are actually improving ourselves tremendously. The confidence, goodwill I have for people,
Right.
it's really amazing because of the charity.
And I know you have brought us a video clip, so
Yes.
why don't we share that with our viewers, and
Sure.
then we'll come back and talk to you again.
Okay.
As the world turns to admire India's achievements, it doesn't look beyond software companies and climbing stock markets. It doesn't see deep into rural India, where millions live life needlessly blind. 1/5 of the world's blind population is in India. 40 million visually handicapped. 15 million totally blind. Living below the poverty line, unable to cope with life with their blindness. These simple people silently suffer. Little do they know that their blindness can be cured. Even if they do, there is little help available for them to reach out to. Sitting here, thousands of miles away, is there any way we can help? Is there any way we can help them regain sight? And above all, hope. Right here in America, some people believed it was possible. There was a way to reach out to these lives, silently crying for help. It was the beginning of Sankara Eye Foundation, USA. Sankara Eye Foundation, based in California, discovered the Sankara Eye Hospital in Coimbatore, India. It closely tracked the work this institution had been doing and understood the spirit behind the service. Every weekend, week after week, Sankara Eye Hospital set up eye camps in the remotest of villages, identified people who needed surgery and treatment, brought them to the base hospital, housed them, fed them, and performed state-of-the-art eye surgeries free of cost to those deserving people who had lost even hope in their lives. Gift of Vision outreach camps are just the beginning of Sankara Eye Hospital's dedication to service. Across every inch of the facility, through every individual working there, be it an eye surgeon or a housekeeper, what comes through is the institution's commitment to rid the country of curable blindness. The entire community around Sankara Eye Hospital has been motivated to donate their eyes. If the hospital receives more than one pair of eyes as donation every day, it is testimony to the community's response to Sankara Eye Hospital's commitment and selfless service. In this institution, Sankara USA found a mission for itself. If only this institution can be replicated countrywide, one per state. Imagine the millions who would be saved from curable blindness, a wonderful achievement of Vision 2020 by 2020.
We have successfully replicated our story at Guntur in Andhra Pradesh. This experience has given us the confidence that we will be able to replicate across the country. Now we are approaching these hospitals with a thought that they should become self-sustaining in 3 years' time. We seek your involvement and support in replicating our story at Bangalore and Shimoga in the state of Karnataka and Anand in Gujarat. Help us move closer to a goal of Vision 20 by 20 by 2020, or just prevent people from being needlessly blind.
Well, Murli, thank you so much for bringing the video clip and sharing it with us. It certainly is a compelling story of silent suffering.
Sure.
But at least, there's hope for millions and millions of people.
Yes.
That's the positive point here, like you mentioned.
Sure.
Thanks to you, your dedicated team, and Sankara Foundation, with their goal of 2020 by 2020.
Yes.
What is your message for our viewers? What would you like to tell them?
Basically, if the viewers see, we are doing very well, but I want them to really feel for our people in India. I think we owe it to our country for giving us good education and making us what we are. India has played a big role, so we should really pay back. And we are a very good charity. We audit our accounts. Every dollar is accounted for. We are all volunteers. Have faith in us. Come forward and support us in a big way. And so we don't have to wait until 2020. We can eradicate blindness by 2015.
Okay.
So, and your money is really in good hands. If you want, you can talk to me. So anywhere, we are always looking for volunteers.
Okay, so that's one thing. That you need more volunteers.
Anywhere in the country, we are very active in the Bay Area. But if you're in Southern California or any part of the country, we want volunteers and leaders. Okay. This is a great experience, project planning, and a lot of experience you get. Right. And the second most important part is money.
Right,
There are two main products, Manjula. One is eye surgeries, because at the end of the year, we will be performing 100,000 surgeries or more. So one of the very popular product is Open an Eye a Month.
Okay.
Just for $30 a month, you can sign up automatically. You can open one eye a month, and we'll tell you who benefited. If you work for a company like Cisco or Microsoft, which matches, it's only $15 a month. And for the hospital construction, we still have to raise 450 for Bangalore, 400 for Shimoga, 600,000 for Gujarat. Only if we complete this, we can take on other projects.
I see.
One of the very popular donations is founding donor. For $1,000, anybody can have the name of their parents, grandparents on the hospital wall of founders.
Okay.
If you work for a company which matches your donations, it's only $500.
Oh.
So come donate in a big way. Let us complete these projects, and let's go to Punjab, Uttaranchal,
and their
UP.
name will be there on the wall. Okay.
Our poor brothers in India are waiting for us. Let's go do it today. Why wait until tomorrow?
Okay. Yeah. All right. And what else would you like to tell us?
One of the things I forgot to mention, Manjula, our board members, they're all running their companies and all that. So just because it's a charity, they don't want us to be very, very easygoing. They want us to be very tight on money.
I see.
So even before doing the first project, which is Andhra Pradesh, we worked together and came up with a great project plan, financial plan. So we are almost within 200,000 of our projected budget for the hospital.
I see.
And then we audit our accounts. And we are also working on a master plan now. So how do we get to 40 hospitals by the year 2020? So one of our board members in India has hired a team to work on this plan. And so with that plan, hopefully we'll go to foundations. We have a big plan. We need $500 million. That's what I'm thinking.
$500 million.
$500 million may be needed to, if we have to build 40 hospitals, we have to, with inflation, and we have to develop the manpower. It's so difficult. India needs millions of doctors and nurses.
Right,
so we need to keep that in mind and train more.
Yeah, I heard there's a shortage of eye doctors in India.
Eye doctors, nurses also.
Nurses too.
Because they're all going abroad. which the path should be open.
Right,
it's a free
right.
world.
Right.
So we need to train more and more people and plan for the next 13 years which state we are going to build.
So that's where your institute comes in. They will be training doctors and nurses.
Training doctors and also plan in a big way so that we will surely achieve 2020 by 2020 by the year. 2020 we want to eradicate blindness. Perform million surgeries per year in the country.
Million surgeries per year
by the year 2020.
Okay.
A lot of other people are showing interest because of our work.
I see.
I get a lot of queries. Can you do it in Bengal? Can you do it in Bihar? So we get a lot of interest from India.
Yeah, so it will go all over the country eventually.
Yes.
So how do people find you? How do they contribute? Let's talk about that.
It's very easy. Because of our marketing background in our company, right from the beginning, we thought of all these good ideas. One of our board members came up with the idea, why don't we have a number like 1866 Sankara? So if we call it 1866 Sankara, 1866-726-5272, our office staff will answer the call.
Okay, and for online donations?
www.giftofvision.org.
www.giftofvision.org.
Easy to remember.
Right.
Giftofvision.org, 1866 Sankara. And call us today, become a volunteer or a donor.
Okay, all right. I'm so glad that you could come by today.
Okay. Can I leave the donors with a song, favorite song?
Of
Just 2 lines.
Okay.
ज्योत से ज्योत जलाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जलाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो. That's our mission.
I know. In case you don't understand Hindi, it's a very appropriate song. Means keep on lighting candles from one candle to the other.
And spread the love.
And the light of vision in this case.
Yes.
Beautiful song. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And
it's a great opportunity, and thank you, Manjula, for this.
My pleasure. Amazing work, and all the best to you with your mission of 2020 by 2020. And we'll be in touch.
Sure.
And with that, we come to the end of our program. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back again with another inspiring story about giving and people making a difference. For Chai with Manjula, I'm Manjula Gupta. See you next time.
We can help millions in India live life the way Tagore dreamt. Where the head is held high, where the mind is without fear, where the knowledge is free, where the words come from the depth of truth, where the world is not broken down by narrow domestic walls. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake.